Oh no.
Once upon a time,
Oh god.
there was a lady.
Oh man.
As she laid on that hospital bed, screaming,
Oh, no.
sweating, and crying,
Not the sweating. Oh, not the crying.
tears flowed from her eyes like the Niagara Falls. She laid there begging for it to be over. Push, the doctor said. So she pushed and she breathed. And out came her first baby. She looked at that baby and noticed.
How did you look at it?
She noticed
Oh god.
that its elbow was still inside of her. The doctor, hold on, the doctor said, I think you might have another baby in there. Are you serious? Says the lady. She says, push again, says the doctor. Push as hard as you have ever pushed before.
Oh god.
She grabbed the sheets and squeezed them as hard as she can. She pushed and pushed. And out pops another baby. These two babies were connected by the elbow skins.
Oh man.
She looked at the first baby that popped out and said, I'm gonna name you Brandon. Then she looked over at the other baby and she said,
Oh no. What did she say?
I'm gonna name you Jacob. She looked at the doctor. She looked at the doctor and said, is there any way that we can separate these boys from the elbow skin?
Oh no.
The doctor looked at her
Separate 'em.
and said, yes.
Oh no.
Let me grab the scissors.
Oh, the scissors.
The doctor took both of those babies, held their arms, took the scissors, and snipped the skin that was connecting them.
No. Not the skin.
The lady looked at the two babies and noticed that one was very short.
Oh no. No. Oh, not sure.
She then looked at the other baby and noticed that it was already the size of a toddler.
No. That's a big ass baby.
She looked at that baby and said, there's ain't no way that I can feed him and keep it constant. She looked at the doctor again and said, Doctor, what size shoes do you wear? Size 13, the doctor replied. The lady said, perfect. Let me borrow those scissors one more time.
Oh no. Oh no.
The lady took a shoebox from the doctor that he just so happened to have behind the receptionist's desk. She took the scissors and poked 3 holes in the top of that shoebox. She looked over at the nurse. Nurse, do you have any gauze? The nurse says, of course. Hands her the gauze. She unrolls it, puts it in the bottom of the shoebox. The doctor said, ma'am, what are you planning on doing? She said, hand me the biggest baby. The doctor hands her Brandon. She sticks Brandon inside the shoebox and posted a shipping address label on the shoebox. 3 days after recovering from her surgery of delivery, she went to FedEx, handed them the box, and then shipped it to Kansas. After that baby got shipped to Kansas, some lady by the name of Jessie found him. She was only 17 years old, but she wanted to take care of him. She loved him as if he was her own child. Now, anywhere from 15 to 18 years roll by.
Oh no.
Not 100% sure which one yet, but anywhere from 15 to 18 years roll by. There was a game called Black Ops 2 on a console called PlayStation 3, on a map called Raid. Those two boys who got snipped by the elbow skin found each other again through nothing but pure talent, admiration, and just the love of what they do. Said Jacob. Said Brandon. Now hold on a second, said Jacob. You can beatbox too. I can beatbox too, said Brandon. Later that day, they got into a party, started talking, became best friends, only to find out after 2.5 years that they were connected by the elbows at one point. The end.
This is so great. Made me want to cry.